everything being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hey, Phil, how about doing 2 radio shows a day?
What are you, nuts?
That's right, gang. Catch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande 2 times a day. Weekdays at 9 a.m. and again at 3 p.m. Eastern. Wake up with Phil broadcasting live 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern when the market opens. Phil gives you the day's financial news, business information, and social talk like no other. Then tune into the Phil's Gang Afternoon Show live at 3 p.m. Eastern when the market closes. Phil wraps up the day's events and breaking news. Be informed with Phil and the Phil's Gang Show twice a day. Listen live at philsgang.com. It's philsgang.com.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row with 2 of the fastest growing companies in America. Phil will share his business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, Fridays only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Listen to what people say about philsgang.com.
You know, I'd listened to you on the radio, and I thought, oh, I love his sense of humor. He can make trading fun. I guess this is the guy I'm going to learn to chart with. The Phil's Gang. Phil, I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
For a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to your retirement security, philsgang.com puts you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
You make it so simple if they can really grasp what you're trying to get through to them.
Only philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell teach you, coach you, and guide you to investing confidence.
Being a gang member, and you're showing us how to trade in any market, which gives you such a feeling of confidence.
Why pay an outrageous fee for a one-time weekend investing class when philsgang.com provides daily investing webinars, alerts, and investing advice for only $49.95 a month, and all material is archived. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
I do think that equities globally will post gains in 2015, accompanied by a lot of volatility. If you haven't rebalanced your portfolio in a while, do that. If you are putting money into the market, dollar cost averaging is a great way to take advantage of volatility. And finally, if you don't need to look at your 401k statement every day, don't.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
And this is why people are having a problem with their retirement. This is why we're having a retirement crisis. This kind of advice. Finally, they're starting to call the 401k a fraud, a sham. But more important, they're finally identifying that it's the 401k that's directly responsible for the current retirement crisis in this country. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Good morning. We have a lot to cover this morning. Yesterday, let's start with yesterday, the market dropped by, well, almost 300 points yesterday. And they blamed it on everything except what they should have been blaming it on. Now, they said it was retail. Retail was so bad, and they were shocked. Well, wait a minute. We knew retail was going to be bad. Why was anybody shocked? These jibber-jabbers on CNBC and these other financial networks. Shocked? We knew oil was going down in November. And we know that gasoline at the pumps is part of the retail sales. So we knew they were going to be bad. We also knew in November the core retail sales were going to be bad. Things weren't good. When they started out the Black Friday, the 4 days, horrible numbers. What are they talking about? Surprise. 2/3 of the downward contribution came from low gasoline prices. No surprise. No surprise. Weak wages and weak full-time jobs. If people don't have money, they don't have savings, why would be surprised that retail would drop? It's just nuts. That's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. It's investor sentiment that's going on. There is the problem. Oh, by the way, they also said the reason the market was going down because oil prices were plunging. Well, we also know that, and we also know that it hurts our trading partners in Europe and other regions, which in turn slows our economy here. Now, we know that. They blamed that on that yesterday, too. I just wanted to mention that one, too. All the wrong things. It's investor sentiment. That's what it was about. The real reason for the slide in the market yesterday was when that market opened, they don't want you to understand that the big guys that move this market, the Buffetts, the Soros, they're losing confidence in the upward spiral of the stock market that's going to continue. All you have to do is go look at your chart. And by the way, if you're on a mobile device or in front of your computer, just go to Phil's Gang, where we have a cam up, the camera, you can see me, but better than that, you can see the charts. And when I'm talking about a chart or stock, just go to Listen Live, philsgang.com, go to Listen Live and just click on. And again, this works with any mobile device. We are going to be talking about some stocks, so you probably want to do that. So, if you look at the pattern, I'm going to put the pattern up right now on the chart here, SPY. And if you look at the spiders, the SP 500, it's clear what's going on. This has nothing to do with retail. It's confidence, because you can see on your chart where we had a beautiful pattern that shows great confidence that the institutions will continue to invest because they feel the market is going to go higher. Then we had this big breakdown, this pattern. And again, as I say, just go to my site, philsgang.com. If you have a mobile device, click on Listen Live, and you can see what I'm drawing right here on my charts, okay? And then you can see where the pattern, we have a pattern that identifies where we get the 300-point day down, 200-point day up, back down, back up. That pattern is telling you there's a sickness in the market. It's telling you there's no confidence in the market, that that upward trend, people are worried, like Soros and the rest of them put all their money in the market and say, gee, I don't know, I'm not confident anymore. And that's the beautiful thing about having pattern recognition, understanding patterns. Because patterns is to send you a message right from the market, and these messages don't lie. Also, another message, the 10-year Treasury's down 1.8%. 1.8%. What a message from the market. That tells you Although CNBC and Bloomberg and everybody else, oh, don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to the bond yields. Oh, no. I tell you over and over. Remember Larry Kudlow? He finally lost his show because he used to lie to everybody. Say, oh, don't pay attention to bond. Don't look at the yield. It doesn't mean anything. Well, let me tell you, any yield under 3% is telling you the economy's bad. It's telling you the economy looking out forward is bad. At 1.8, it's telling you it's real bad. And there's the problem. The investor sentiment, as I said, was the problem yesterday, especially the money that stopped coming in from Europe. What do I mean by that? Well, the market got spooked because we are getting tremendous amount of foreign investors putting millions and millions and millions of dollars into what we call tight oil. What's tight oil? That's the term they use for the oil that's produced by fracking. Before the oil prices have dropped, money was pouring in to build 100 factories that will produce oil and gas infrastructure, such as pipelines, service equipment, drilling rigs, scheduled to open over the next 10 years, creating 1 million high-paying jobs and pumping in and boosting revenues of $300 billion. Already before the drop in oil, we saw a 40% increase in high-paying jobs related to tight oil fracking. And then when the bottom fell out, they already have canceled up to $150 billion worth of oil and gas projects throughout the world. This is why the market went down. Investor sentiment, money is stopping to come, is not coming in as it was to in Wall Street to invest into these fracking investments. And another thing, lousy bank earnings. Lousy bank earnings. We had terrible earnings, and we got more bad earnings this morning. More bad earnings. We got bad earnings from Citigroup. We had bad earnings from Bank of America, Wells Fargo yesterday. Earnings aren't good. Today, they're announcing that Best Buy, think about this, their stock tumbled. Why? Because their sales outlook going forward is terrible because people don't have money. Target pulls out of Canada, announced today, closing 133 stores. 133 stores. Can you imagine that? Going to report a loss of $5 billion. 117,000 people are going to lose their jobs. And it's going to start here in the United States. So you got Best Buy tumbling, Target pulling out of Canada, Radio Shack just filed for bankruptcy, preparing for bankruptcy, and wage growth was disappointing. That's another reason why this market keeps dropping. And wage growth was so disappointing, the average hourly earnings fell, remember, by 0.2% in December. But what was worse, November, where we had the big 0.4% increase, was revised down in half, slashed in half to 0.2. So this is the problem. There's no confidence, and it shows up on my charts. We'll be right back after this break. It's 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. We'll talk about the 401k fraud when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information and be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com. Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
At philsgang.com, we're here to help you build a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security. Phil's Gang's technical chartists Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell are dedicated to helping you and guiding you to make profits in the stock market. For over a decade, philsgang.com has been empowering Phil's Gang members to take control of their financial lives. We're proud to offer knowledgeable investment guidance, powerful trading tools, and investing resources that help you pursue your goals with confidence. philsgang.com has daily live webinar trading classes. They post alerts on market moves. They have tons of stock charting educational videos, and all philsgang.com material is archived. Whether you're an active trader or long-term investor, philsgang.com gives you everything you need to research stocks, place trades, and manage your portfolio. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row with two of the fastest growing companies in America. Phil will share his business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, Fridays only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Please grab a pen and paper or type this into your phone. InvestYourself.com. For the best free financial newsletter on the planet, go to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. Hi, my name is Bob Bernier, and for over 20 years I've been publishing InvestYourself.com, and I guarantee this is the only newsletter that provides the truth, it's easy to read, and it's free. Consider this. The feds have just ended the QE program in this country, but Japan and Europe continue to print money, and all of this affects our stock market in ways you've never seen before. I invite you to sign up at InvestYourself.com. Our absolutely free newsletter will help guide you through what's really affecting our markets instead of the nonsense you hear from the mainstream media. For over 20 years, people have called it the best free newsletter on the planet, and I think you'll agree. Take a moment and go over to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. It's absolutely free, no credit card required, no ID required. Simply pop your email address in the box. That's InvestYourself.com, InvestYourself.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
Everything that I've done has been designed to, number one, stabilize the economy, get it growing again, start producing jobs again.
Really? Best Buy stock tumbles. Why? Consumers have no money because they don't have good paying jobs. And the outlook for Best Buy, they said today, going forward, is awful. Target pulls out of Canada. 133 stores close. 117,000 people lose jobs. They're going to report a $5 billion loss in the fourth quarter. Radio Shack prepares for bankruptcy. Sears closes 235 stores. Jobless claims revised up 19,000. Highest since September. And wages, as we know, is disappointing. So the the investor, no longer has the confidence that this economy is growing, and therefore they're not cutting their euros and buying as many dollars. And that's what's going on. So without that confidence, the big guys, the institutions, they don't invest. And you can see that on your chart. By the way, I will, during the show, be pulling up charts. And if you have your computer, if you're in front of your computer at the office, at home, or you have a mobile device, go to my site, philsgang.com, and click on Listen Live and Watch Live. You can see me, and when I talk about a stock, you'll see me put it up on my charts, especially the PT2. Okay, let's talk about the 401k. Finally, a report came out and said the 401k is a fraud, a sham. Finally, I've been saying this for how many years? It's a sham, and it's directly responsible for our retirement crisis. Now, as I told you, 401ks were never designed for retirement. The 401k was a tax dodge for the CEOs. 401k is a fraud because it's based on savings. This is what they're saying. Where you save to see yourself through 20 or 30 years so that you can retire. But here's the problem. The government punishes savers. So the 401k is a fraud because it's in direct conflict with the policies of the government, which is to punish you if you're a saver. So here you are, they're giving you the 401k to go save for 20 or 30 years. But then the government is against savers. They punish you, high tax rates. And look at what they're doing now. They're dropped CD rates from 4% down to 0.4%. They don't want you saved. They want you to consume. 70% of our economy is consumption. And 401ks are in direct conflict with our economic policies. And here's another thing. They're telling us to save. Corporations, how do they get their profits? They're saying right now the corporate profits are the highest in history. Well, not from people buying stuff, not selling stuff. Doing what? They first slashed as many jobs as they could. Then when they finished with that, they came in and slashed full-time to part-time. Then they slashed wages so they could make historic profits. So the policies, both the corporate policies and the government policies, are against 401ks. So they're a fraud. They're also a fraud because they allow hustlers in that industry, in the financial sector, to prey on ordinary people. $250 billion a day are being stolen out of the 401k in commissions that you don't see. They're stealing $250 billion a day in commissions, and they hide those commissions in the net asset value of your 401k so you can't find it. So there you have it. It's a fraud. Thank God. Another reason yesterday the market went down, and why we're getting this up and down days, down 100, up 200, down 100, because of confidence. There's no confidence in the economy. There's no confidence in the market going forward from here because the auto industry delinquencies. This is what happened yesterday. Another reason we had that big down day yesterday. 120 billion subprime auto loans are looking more and more like the 2008 subprime housing loans, the housing bubble, just before it collapsed. They look exactly the same. Making 120 billion in subprime auto loans at interest rates of 24% to people who are one payment away from default and living from paycheck to paycheck with low-paying bartender or waitress jobs. What are you, nuts? That's what's spooking the market. And who is responsible for this? Who's making these loans? Guess who? The same bankster gangsters. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, and Morgan Stanley. The same 5 bankster gangsters, too big to fail, Wall Street banks who knowingly and fraudulently sliced and diced, then bundled a mixture of some good, mostly bad, subprime mortgages, then sold them fraudulently as AAA securities to pension funds when they were junk. But guess what? Nobody went to jail. Nobody. Why?
I am concerned that the size of some of these institutions becomes so large that it does become difficult for us to prosecute them.
Really? Really, Holder? Why don't you tell the truth? Because these are the same banks right now that are doing the exact same thing all over again with subprime auto loans. And leading the pack is JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon. Why don't you tell the truth, Holder? You have encouraged them to continue to do the same fraud, the same crime, but you just changed assets instead of homes using auto loans. Why? Because these bankster gangsters, the 5 banks, Holder's law firm represents them. Covington and Burlington represents them. And they contribute in revenues to Holder's law firm in 2014 alone, $85,685,032. So do you think Holder is going to prosecute these guys who committed fraud, felonies, in selling the toxic mortgages that they knew were not AAA rated? It was total fraud. Now they're doing the same thing now. Why? Because they know that they can't be prosecuted. Tell me. So this is another reason. The auto loans, and then you got the student loans are ready to blow up. The student loans. The outstanding loan debt is incredible on these student loans and these auto loans. That's why the market is worried. That's what you're seeing in the market. But we'll be right back. It's 28 past the hour. We'll take a look at the market and how do you make money in these kind of markets.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today. Listen to what people say about philsgang.com.
You know, I'd listened to you on the radio, and I thought, oh, I love his sense of humor. He can make trading fun. I guess this is the guy I'm going to learn to chart with. The Phil Gang. Phil, I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
For a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to your retirement security, philsgang.com puts you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
You make it so simple if they can really grasp what you're trying to get through to them.
Only philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell teach you, coach you, and guide you to investing confidence.
Being a gang member, and you're showing us how to trade in any market, which gives you such a feeling of confidence.
Why pay an outrageous fee for a one-time weekend investing class when philsgang.com provides daily investing webinars, alerts, and investing advice for only $49.95 a month, and all material is archived? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hey, Phil, how about doing 2 radio shows a day?
What are you, nuts? That's right, gang. Catch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande 2 times a day. Weekdays at 9 a.m. and again at 3 p.m. Eastern. Wake up with Phil broadcasting live 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern when the market opens. Phil gives you the day's financial news, business information, and social talk like no other. Then tune into the Phil's Gang Afternoon Show live at 3 p.m. Eastern when the market closes. Phil wraps up the day's events and breaking news. Be informed with Phil and the Phil's Gang Show twice a day. Listen live at philsgang.com. It's philsgang.com.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade platform.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, and this sector is sponsored by my Phil's Easy Trade platform. That's right, easy. It's easy on your wallet. It's easy to navigate. The platform was designed, guess what? Not by geeks, not by engineers, but by real professional investors and traders. And that's the problem with most of these platforms that you buy. The traders, the professionals, aren't involved in designing them. So they got all kinds of bells and whistles and garbage you don't need. And our platform, we just designed it, we just released it. It's Phil's Easy Trade platform. Check it out. Go to philsgang.com. And it's a beautiful thing. And I'm telling TD Ameritrade and Scottrade, start moving over. Okay, we're the new leader in the pack, I'm telling you, of the finest trading platforms in the country. And we are. Go check it out. As I say, it's easy on your wallet. It's easy to navigate. And it's a beautiful thing. And unless you're a investor or trader, you don't understand. When I say, if you have a platform designed by a trader or an investor, what a difference. I mean, I used many platforms. And you can tell the ones that these, just some engineer guy, excuse me, designed it. Okay. Let's go to our stock corner. Markets open.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, the Dow's up 15 points. Now remember, we always tell our students, wait until about 7 after 10 before you're looking at a stock to buy when the market opens positive. Because remember, specialists put the price up when the market opens. The price of stocks don't go up because of demand on the opening. These are actually market makers, specialists, who put the price up. They put it up. And then when they can't find buyers, they start bringing it back down to see where they can find them. And that's why so many people lose money on the opening. More money is lost on openings than any other time in the stock market. So why don't you wait until about 7 after 10, or even better, why don't you join my gang, Phil's gang, and we have, I believe, the best teaching format in the country. And nothing like an education. I'm telling you, if you're looking to invest in stocks, what are you going to go 401ks? You're going to use planners? What are you, nuts? All you need is an education, a financial education. And we're not talking, this real difficult course, algebra and science. No, it's simple pattern recognition. Now I'm going to show you something. Again, if you're in front of your computer, or if you have a mobile device, you can go to right now to Phil's Gang, and then click on Listen Live, and then click again on Watch Live. You can see myself, but better than that, you can see the charts. I'm going to show you. Oil. I believe that oil is going to start to get a rally soon. I believe oil is going to rally soon. Why? Because all the things I mentioned a moment ago, because we're losing tremendous investment. The investment money was pouring in to tight oil, the fracking. And they don't want to lose that investment. So they're going to engineer a short covering rally in this oil. I really believe that. Now, how will we know that? Just like we did with gold. We caught the 18% rally in the mining stocks. I'll show you on my chart. I'm going to put up GDX on my PT2. And you can see we had a beautiful rally. And I told my students over and over, I said, we're going to catch gold mining stocks. And look, it turned from red to green, and we had our confirmation lines right here, and it's had an 18% rally. She pulled back a little bit the last couple of days, and when she makes a new high again, we'll add to the position. Beautiful. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Let's put up oil. OIL, putting up my PT2. And what we're doing is we're going to watch for oil. As soon as that starts turning green, just like Cliff Energy, we caught Cliff Energy. That started to go up. You can see it on my PT2. It turned from red to green. And look how nice that is. So what we're waiting for now is a confirmation. We need a confirmation. Just because it turns green, it's not enough to buy. You have to have a confirmation. There it is. Now we got the confirmation. Beautiful. So when oil looks like CLF on my PT2, then my students are going to buy it. And that's the beautiful thing, because what this does, the PT2, it picks up the institutional money when they're investing it, when they're not investing it, so you can follow them. What a beautiful thing. Check it out. Okay, my PT2 chart. Go to philsgang.com. Okay, the market now is down 42 points. So I'm going to go to my chart again, and I'm going to look at my SPY. And as I told you before, and I showed you on my chart, the pattern is telling us that the institutions with these up and down days, have no confidence going forward. And why? Well, one of the reasons is Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. He came out yesterday. Unbelievable. He said yesterday, okay, and remember, this is right after the House voted to ease the landmark law reigning in banks on Wall Street more than 6 years ago, after we had the financial crises. So they voted to ease the law that was to reign in the banks after the financial crisis. They did that yesterday. So he comes on, and remember who this guy is. He's the former head of the New York Fed. He's the former CFO of Citibank. He worked under Clinton with Rubin and Summers and Geithner to deregulate the market. He's the same guy who was against regulating derivatives, which took your house down, would put your house upside down. Yeah, in his speech yesterday, and he's been blaming, it's the Republicans. It's all the Republicans' fault, the financial meltdown in 2008, because it's the Republicans that deregulated the markets. No, it wasn't. It was he and Geithner and Summers and Rubin and Greenspan. Are you kidding? Yeah, in his speech, remember, 2 weeks ago, we had a bailout for the banks. And in his speech, he said, never again will we have the taxpayer bailing out these banks. He said this yesterday. Wait a minute. 2 weeks ago, we bailed out the banks. And with the support of Jack Lew and the president, they passed a bill attached to the spending bill to bail out the same two big failed banks, J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, Morgan Stanley, from their derivative debt. These banks, each one of them, owed $40 trillion each. That's bigger than the national debt. Each one owned that. And they bailed out the banks. What's that mean? Jack Lew took that debt from the bank's balance sheet and shifted it to Treasury, which is us. We're on the hook. So yesterday he's preaching to us how never again will we ever bail out the banks. We just did a couple of weeks ago. Then he went on to say, and he was critical, he said one of the critical lessons of the financial crisis was that no agency was ever responsible for monitoring the risk. The entire financial system, he said, including the less regulated parts of the system. Wait a minute. He's the one that deregulated it. And again, he went on to blame the Republicans. It wasn't the Republicans. It was the Democrats under Clinton administration deregulated the stock market and made sure that the derivatives market would not be regulated. And when he says there was no regulatory agency, yes, there was. The Commodities Future Trading Commission under Brooks Lee Bourne. And they slaughtered her. In fact, they fired her. In fact, they put a gag order on her for 5 years so she wouldn't go out speaking about how Lew and Rubin and Geithner and the rest of them screwed her. She's the one that said, we got to regulate these derivatives or we're going to see a financial meltdown not only in the United States but all over the world. And they brought her in Congress in front of Phil Grande, who then was the head of the Senate Banking Committee, where he slaughtered her, embarrassed her, and then they fired her. So there was no reason to regulate derivatives. And it was the derivatives that took us down under Jack Lew. What a hypocrite. We'll be right back. It is 43 past the hour on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information and be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com is a powerful online website for novice and experienced stock traders and investors who demand professional-grade online tools, superior customer support, and extensive investing education. Not sure how to trade or invest in stocks? philsgang.com is your #1 educational source for online stock trading and investing material, with daily webinars, individual charting videos, and programs customized to make you a smarter, more informed investor. It's as simple as following Phil's philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell. When they buy, you buy. And when they short stocks, you short. In this volatile market, wouldn't it be nice to have someone guide and coach you to create wealth in the stock market? Well, you can with philsgang.com. Simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Gang, InvestYourself.com.
Bob Rubin and Alan Greenspan were very much in lockstep. They had very similar views on Wall Street. It boiled down to the less regulation, the better.
Together, Greenspan, Rubin, and Summers formed their own pro-business, anti-regulation support group. As the market grew and morphed, Bourne felt her agency would have to get involved, but that would mean confronting Greenspan, Rubin, and Summers.
That's right. And with that crew was Geithner and Jack Lew. They were in that whole crew. They all worked for Clinton. So yesterday he's talking about and blaming the Republicans for deregulating the market. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So, and then he went on and said there was no agency regulating financial markets because they deregulated the markets. They're the ones that deregulated, not the Republicans. And he says that's what caused the financial meltdown. Well, that is not true. Above all these regulatory agencies, Commodities Future Trading Commission, the SEC, there was one agency that controlled all of the financial markets. The chairman of the banking committees. We had two, the Senate and we had the House. The chairs were Barney Frank and Dodd. And here's what their task is, and I will quote. As chairman of the banking committees, it's about protecting consumers and their investments, ensuring that investments in our nation is monitored and that ultimately Americans benefit from it, and keeping our economy on a sound footing. Chairmen Dodd and Frank will continue to focus on helping working families and protecting our nation's economic security. What are you, nuts? You see, they didn't do their job because they helped to deregulate it. They're the ones that caused the housing crisis as well. And then they came up with the Dodd-Frank bill to mask all this so that they could mask the truth and not say, well, we had to come up with the Dodd-Frank bill because there's no regulatory agencies. Not after those terrible Republicans deregulated everything. And it's a fraud. And now they're gutting the Dodd-Frank bill. The Democrats themselves, Jack Lew, and the president last week approved the bill that would come in and gut Dodd-Frank. They took the derivatives of these banks, each of these 5 banks, each one of them have 40 trillion each in derivative debt. They shifted off their balance sheets to Treasury. That's you and me. This is nuts. Are you kidding me? It makes no sense. So again, please, that's why it's important today. If you're going to invest, there's nothing better than investing in the stock market. This market was up over 200% for heaven's sake since 2009. And you missed it because you don't have the confidence. What will give you the confidence is the charting. I'm going to show you something again. If you have a mobile device or if you're in front of your computer, go to philsgang.com, click on where it says listen live and then watch live, and I'll have my chart up. One of the stocks today that we put in our class that our students will be learning and be watching, we presented them UDR. And the pattern you can see is beautiful. This is called a relative strength pattern. Simply means the market, it identifies that the market's going down and identifies the stock's going up. This is one of the best patterns. So with the market down 58 points, that's the stock that you have the highest probability of doing well with. The other thing, if you don't have time and you don't want to understand pattern recognition because you just don't have time to go to classes, then get the PT2. And here's my PT2, and it's green. And we have a confirmation, so you buy. Unbelievable. That's why, again, this whole thing with 401ks are total fraud. You got to take responsibility for yourself. That's what you got to do. Nobody's going to help you with retirement. Once they got rid of those pension funds, that was the worst thing in the world. Get rid of those pension funds. The 401k were all fraud. So you've got to, I know people do not want a financial education, but you have no choice. What are you going to do? Go get an annuity? Those are horrible. They screw you on those, especially the ones you hear on radio every Saturday where they go, if you have $100,000, we're going to give you $10,000 to sign up with us. Yes, and you'll never lose money. You'll never lose your principal. Now really think about that. Is there anyone that stupid that would believe that the market goes down, but you never can lose money? Are you kidding? You're paying for that insurance not to lose money. And then when the market turns around and goes up, and let's say the market goes up 100%, they lock you in. You can't gain any more than 2%. So you're watching the market go up over 100%, but you're limited to 2%. How do you think these insurance companies make the money? So when you hear these annuities, these people hawking them saying, we'll protect your principal. You'll never lose your principal. Oh, really? But you never make money. And to protect that principal? What, do you think they're doing it for free? They're nice guys, these insurance companies? What they're doing is you're insuring it with big fees, big upfront fees, and all these hidden costs. Stay away from these annuities. They're a scam just like 401ks. Look, if you want to retire and have a comfortable retirement, you have one thing. You got to take responsibility for yourself. And that's why we think we have the best teaching format in the country, the best educational system in the country. Okay, another thing going on today, which was really interesting, the IRS. Yeah, a report came out to Congress said, hey, the IRS isn't helping people, especially the old people. Think about it. What they're complaining about is the IRS does not answer the phone at local offices anymore, and has even removed the option it once provided for taxpayers, including the elderly and disabled, to leave messages. This is unbelievable. Including the elderly and disabled. Think about that. They were allowed to leave a voicemail requesting in-person appointment, but now elderly and disabled taxpayers attempting to navigate the automated helpline maze are asked to email the IRS to set up an appointment. The automated message instruction follows. Here's what it says. If you are disabled or elderly and require special accommodation for service, please email us. But this leaves many taxpayers in the dark, as the report says. Demographic research data shows that 57% of adults over the age of 65 use the internet, compared with 87% of all adults. According to 2010 census data, only 41% of those with non-service disability use the internet, and only 22% of those with service disability, age 65 and older, use internet. For those without internet access, the only viable way to reach the IRS are by phone or in person, but they don't answer the phone anymore. On its helplines, the IRS is required to provide taxpayers the option to speak with a live person, but as the report states, the IRS won't even answer questions about what lines are considered helplines. Think about this. That's amazing. This is... They won't even tell the people which are the helplines. This is your IRS. This is terrible. Let's play a cut.
The latest job report indicates that the recovery continues to move in a robust fashion.
Now, we're going to continue to hear this kind of pumping, not just from the president, not just from his administration, but all the financial networks. Why? Because I don't care if you're on TV, I don't care if you're on radio, you need advertisers. And advertisers want you to be happy in an upbeat mood. So they're going to tell you the economy is continuing to be wonderful, and it's performing. And it's performing great. No, listen, here's what you do. Watch the 10-year Treasury. When it's below 3%, right now 1.8%, it's telling you the opposite. The best thing to do, get a financial education with Phil's gang. And get my PT2. That's what you want. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.